I'm reading from the Bible. We're finishing up the Torah in the next few days. Today we're looking at Deuteronomy 33. This is what it says. This is the blessing Moses, the man of God, pronounced upon the Israelites before his death. He said, "The Lord came from Sinai and revealed himself to Israel from Seir. He appeared in splendor from Mount Paran, and came forth with 10,000 holy ones. With his right hand he gave a fiery law to them. Surely he loves the people. All your holy ones are in your power, and they sit at your feet, each receiving your words. Moses delivered to us a law, an inheritance for the assembly of Jacob. The Lord was walking over Jeshurun when the leaders of the people assembled the tribes of Israel together. May Reuben live and not die, and may his people multiply. And this is a blessing to Judah, he said. Listen, O Lord, to Judah's voice, and bring him to his people. May his power be great, and may you help him against his foes. Of Levi he said, your Thummim and Urim belong to you, your godly one, whose authority you challenged at Massah, and with whom you argued at the waters of Meribah. And he said to his father and mother, I have not seen him. And he did not acknowledge his own brothers or know his own children, or they kept your word, or for they kept your word and guarded your covenant. They will teach Jacob your ordinances and Israel your law. They will offer incense as a pleasant odor and the whole offering on your altar. Bless, O Lord, his goods, and be pleased with his efforts. Undercut the legs of any who attack him, and of those who hate him, so they cannot stand. Of Benjamin he said, the beloved of the Lord will live safely by him. He protects him all the time, and the Lord places on him on his chest. Of Joseph he said, may the Lord bless his land in the harvest, with the harvest produced by the sky, by the dew, and by the depths of crouching beneath, with the harvest produced by daylight and by the moonlight, with the best of the ancient mountains, and the harvest produced by age-old hills, with the harvest of the earth and its fullness, and the pleasure of him who resides in the burning bush. May blessing rest on Joseph's head, and on top of the head of the one set apart from his brothers. May the firstborn of his bull bring him honor, and may his horns be those of a wild ox. With them may he gore all peoples, all the far reaches of the earth. There are 10,000s of Ephraim, and they are the thousands of Manasseh. O Zebulun, he said, rejoice. Excuse me. Rejoice, Zebulun, when you go outside, and Issachar when you are in your tents. They will summon the peoples to the mountains. There they will sacrifice proper sacrifices, for they will enjoy the abundance of the sea and the hidden treasures of the shores. Of Gad he said, blessed be the one who enlarges Gad, like a lioness he will dwell. He will tear at an arm, indeed a scalp. He has selected the best part for him, for the portion of the ruler is set aside there. He came to the leaders of the people. He obeyed the righteous law of the Lord and his ordinances with Israel. And of Dan he said, Dan is a lion's cub. He will leap forth from Bashan. Of Naphtali he said, O Naphtali, overflowing with favor, full of the Lord's blessing, possess the west and south. Of Asher he said, Asher is blessed with children. May he be favored by his brothers. May he dip his foot in olive oil. The bars of your gates will be made of iron and bronze, and may you have lifelong strength. There is none like God, O Jeshurun, who rides through the sky to help you on the clouds of majesty. The everlasting God is a refuge. underneath you are his eternal arms. He has driven out your enemies before you, and he has said, destroy. Israel's lot lives in safety. The fountain of Jacob is quite secure in the land of grain and new wine. Indeed, its heavens rain down dew. You have joy, Israel. Who is like you? You are the people delivered by the Lord, your protective shield and your exalted sword. May your enemies cringe before you. May you trample on their backs. So in this chapter, it's the beginning of Moses' kind of his farewell, and he's blessing the people. And he just reminds the people who they are, but also gives an idea of how God may bless them and speak to them. And there's foreshadowing of what will happen later on in the history of Israel there. But one of the things I wanted to talk about is I don't think we speak words of blessing as much as we should. Words are very powerful. Words have impact that can last a lifetime. Thoughtless words, hurtful words, can cause wounds that go with people all their lives if they do not find healing from them and deal with them. The same can be said of words of blessing. Words of blessings can have an impact and guide someone all their life as well. And I think one of the things that it's important for us to think through is, are we a people of blessing or not? Do we bless others? Moses, he's leaving the people of Israel. He's about to die. He's not able to go into the promised land because of his own actions. And despite this, he leaves his people with a blessing. I wonder how difficult that may have been for him, knowing that they would experience something that he had been looking forward to, but was not able to. And so before he leaves, he blesses them. That's the sort of person we are called to be as followers of Jesus. We are called to be a blessing people. Paul tells us that that's how we are to live. Jesus blessed those who curse you, right? We see that in the early church, that those who are being persecuted, those leaders of the church, they bless those that persecute them. They pray for them. May we be that sort of people. May we be a people of blessing. Hope you guys are doing well. Have a wonderful day.